How do you deal with a difficult employee? By the end of this video, you will know exactly what you can do to deal with your difficult employee. Quick and to the point video here, two stories. The first one, let me tell you about Harper. Whoo, she was a difficult employee that I worked with. Drove me insane. And usually, I've got actually an internal rule that I do not talk about people when they're not present unless I am willing and plan to tell them whatever it is that I was saying to them. Meaning, it's my kind of like cutoff for I don't gossip. I don't talk about people behind their backs. If I'm not willing to say it to them. I got really close to talking about Harper behind her back. It's just driving me crazy. I can't even pinpoint what it is. And I don't know what brought you to this video, but sometimes people are just difficult. Sometimes we just clash. And I don't know that the world was all meant to click together, right? Sometimes you will have moments of clash. And so I was teetering on gossiping, but it was with a teacher and a mentor of mine, and he responded to my commiserating really, really cleverly, I think. He listened to me, paused, and he just looked at me and asked, what do they need? Oh my God, I'm saying all this stuff about Harper, and I was annoying them. He asked me, what do they need? Never one single time did I consider that. One of the things that really frustrated me about Harper is she would repeat herself over and over and over again in a meeting. I'd be like, I got it, all right, I heard you. But she needed to feel heard. Right? I heard her, but she didn't feel heard. And I wasn't helping that because all of my being was saying, oh, enough already, like, bleh, right? So how do you deal with your difficult employee? Ponder what do they need? And if you cannot meet that, it might be a good time to let them go. If you can meet that, or you can reach some agreement with that, or you can have a conversation about what they need, then it's quite possible their difficulty level will go way down. Story number two, not my own. Will, my co-founder and partner in crime, works with a couple CEO coaching clients every single year. So these are people running organizations, hundreds of employees, and he was going to lead a retreat for them. This was a couple years back, and he was in the CEO's car, and he mentioned, I'm actually going into this retreat with the intention of firing this employee. I hate her. That was his exact language. We're talking about a difficult employee. Like, I don't know what all the context was. I don't know what all the stories, but if you've brought out the word hate in relation to another person, like there is some difficult stuff going on. So he entered this retreat with hate. And Will is doing his thing, right? He takes out We Connect cards. He's got everybody in a question swap where people are jumping in a conversation with each other, connecting before content. And it just so happened that CEO gets paired up with the employee that he was planning to terminate. And at the end of the retreat, Will got back in the CEO's car and he said, Will, I'm kind of pissed at you, but I'm also pretty thankful, because I went into that retreat hating her, ready to fire her, and I'm actually leaving that retreat realizing that I love her. And let me be clear, not romantic love in any way, but he realized the complete flip from hatred to I actually care and have so much compassion for this person. Now the secret, and I would say what led to this and what might be useful about the story for you, is that there was all sorts of difference of opinion, difference of a way of being, difference of philosophy, difference of work style, difference of personality that ended up as hatred, that ended up as almost going to fire this person. And what happened was through some connection before content, through some conversation, that difference got turned into connection. It didn't get turned into commonality, but it got turned into connection, because when we are curious about difference and we enter in a conversation about who people are, not just what they do or what annoys us, it's really easy to let curiosity transform difference into connection. So usually difficult employees are also very different than you. Ask what they need and let curiosity transform difference into connection. I know that that's not the silver bullet panacea, and dealing with difficult employees is really, really hard. And so if you need to create conversations that matter, there's a ton of resources in the link below and across the channel. I'm Chad Littlefield. Have an awesome day.